You know those type of things where like I'm making a part two of shifting your perspective so I could show you clarity? Holy. You know those type of things where like people have hard times like shifting their perspective when it comes to anxiety like in society? Holy. And you like that rhyme too? That could be like the introduction of what I'm gonna say. Anxiety of society. Like, you know, some of things when you walk, like, through the social crowd and you get the anxiety attacks, but then you have hard time shifting your perspective. But if you look at this perspective for a second, if you walk, right, like, yeah, like you're walking, like, through the crowd and stuff, and then you think about like how you had that anxiety attack when you're going through the crowd, but then if you were like shifting your perspective and keeping it positive and going through the crowd in a positive way without the anxiety attacks, right? Even if these two are different, the walking through the crowd in a negative way or walking through the crowd in a positive way, right? The people's egos still don't stop. You see? See how like you can't like change them unless they want to, but they're so egotistic that they keep doing it. So then like what you do is you go through the crowd and just do the positive thing then. Because either way, like no matter what perspective you have, it's still the same. So like don't you want to pick a perspective that makes you comfortable instead of like the one that makes you uncomfortable if the ego doesn't stop? No? Either way, like it won't stop. So like you have to pick one. Which one you want to pick for an ego that doesn't stop? Holy. And then, like, when you do the positive one too, then you start to realize that when you go through society, it's really not like you on the spotlight type of thing. Like, you could have went on the positive one and figured that out. But then if you stay on the negative one, then you start thinking it. You see what I'm talking about? Like, you get extra, like, results to it. You get extra negative results to it. So it's not just the ego, it's also your other thinking about it. Like your other philosophies that you project in your like subconscious. No? When you go like to the negative crowd, like the negative walk to the crowd, you get extra subconscious thoughts to it. So it's not just the ego not stopping. Like you get extra like things floating to the surface, like new thoughts. Like as you go through the crowd, but that's only when you do the negative walk. But then when you go to the positive walk through the crowd, then you get the positive thinking in it. And then when you're in a positive state, then you have more clarity. And then you start to realize that it wasn't the spotlight thing. You know? Like you might have got like maybe there might have been something up, but then like the fact that you're in a positive state, the other thoughts disappear and stuff, and then it's only that thought. But then like the other positive thoughts like overpower it because and then you have like a positive perspective of it. You don't see? Like you could do a positive walk like this, like remember how I said in the other video, like you can no in the life form video about how you can see shapes, the life forms, like the life appearance and stuff, and you can look at it like it's geometrical. Remember I said that in the part one of this too? About you can see life forms geometrical. You can do that like through the crowd and stuff. Or like you can like think of a rainbow like on the floor, like you're walking like on a rainbow or your attention No? You see what the mind can do? Like, your attention could be the rainbow. Like, if you were gonna walk somewhere, right? Um, that location until where you are right now is like a trail, like a rainbow trail type of thing. It's a rainbow trail, but then you're focused on that instead of focusing on the negative part. But either way, like, the eagle still doesn't stop. No? So then might as well do the rainbow thing. Ooh. Holy, no? That's not sick clarity. Like, you could do a lot of things. Like, you can have an attention, a different attention than the other attention that's negative. Holy. Like, why would you want to think negative while you go through the crowd when you could think positive when you go through the crowd? But then, like, you might complain and say, but this, but that, right? But then you could say do the same thing with the positive thinking. I say, I'm thinking positive because of this and because of that. Ooh! No? I thought you want to be comfortable. No? Didn't you say you want to be comfortable? So, like, then, then why you, like, keep staying on the negative one, then? If you want to be comfortable, then. That doesn't make sense. You don't see? No? Don't you want to be, like, on a positive state with self-worth, pleasure, power, love, truth, faith, fucking common sense and awareness, and clarity and understanding? No? Then isn't that what you wanted? So then why would you think negative then? Like, how's that like a reason to think negative? Like, what is thinking? Wait a minute. What does thinking negative have to do with how you feel? What? Remember I said that there's a difference between thoughts and attentions? Like how you can't know somebody's attention just because you know what they're thinking? No? That's not it? Like, you can convert a thought into somebody and try to give them consent to it, but then that's not their attention though. You don't see? Like, it doesn't always originate in their spiritual world. No? Or like if it did originate in the spiritual world, that's because it's like a form of OCD, but then the OCD itself is not the intention. Ooh, holy. No? You don't see? No? So then what does the thought have to do with the intention? Hmm? So why would you stay in a negative thinking? Like, what do you mean it's because of this? Like, when the negative thinking doesn't help. What do you mean it's because, like, it's doing something? That doesn't make sense. Like, that's like saying, like, that's like me asking you, like, why'd you brush your hair? Or something. And then you were like, because I wanna need it, right? Isn't that making sense that that's a good reason? Like, you wanna, like, neat your hair, so that's why you're combing your hair? But then with the negative thinking thing, that's not relevant to that. Because there's no reason to it. Like when you say it's because of this or because of that, and so that's why I'm thinking negative. But like, explain what does the negative thinking do? You don't see? I could do that with anything. Like I'm thinking positive because of that, or I'm not thinking because of that. No? You don't see how like the negative thinking is not doing anything? So like how is that a reason? That doesn't make sense. You don't have clarity of it yet? No? Not yet?